I did a little bit of neatening up on the eyes just to show you where the positioning of the other things are. So the pupil is going to be way bigger than this, but if that's looking straight forward, the pupil's going to be in the center. If you drop a line straight down from the pupil, that is going to be the outside edge of the mouth, but the mouth wraps back. Right, this line curves around. If you've got it flat right now, squish it out. And then the same thing over here, straight down. But that line, that should be way further out here than it is here. It's got to roll back. And then the nose is actually going to come just to the inside of the tear duct. So if you do line straight down here, like he's crying, that is actually going to be the width of the nose. And if you recall earlier, I said the nose was too big and I was going to have to cut it down, which is correct. So I scrape off a little there. I come about here. Oh, my shadow's in the way. Back here. Let's see, I'll do this side. And I carve some of the nose out. I'm not carving and removing the wide part. I'm just carving down the narrow part. Shave some off. Don't forget, you can turn it in any direction that makes sense. Probably not going to get dizzy. Okay, that's starting to look a little better for the width of the nose. And again, I'm still going to be shaving off more. I'm going to make those little nostrils there. I'm just kind of still keeping it rough, but I want to put a little bit of clay on to form the mouth. Still nice and soft, so I can just go ahead and squirt a little water on there, scratch the clay up. I'm just making a little coil. This is not a lip, this is the whole mouth. Scratched it on, and it's going to sit on the top of that line we made earlier. Remember that it's got to bend, so the corners are significantly lower than the middle. And again, you can reach up with your fingers and feel your mouth in that it curves around your head. It's not flat. Bending it around so it's much lower out here. So I'm just making it stick out a little bit, but I've not really created any lips. I'm just giving myself some clay so I can do some lips. And while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and add some clay for the chin. Scratch it on. Kind of see what amount I'm adding. And try not to let it mush into the mouth. There's a little indentation there between the mouth and the chin. Just to kind of start to show where it's going to be. Eventually I will have to add even more for the chin. Because if you look at the face from the side, the nose sticks out further, but not that much further. I would say the chin will end up being about here. So then just to get the mouth started, I'm going to go ahead and take a sharp tool. I like something like this little blade because it's really, really skinny from one side, wider on the other side. You could use an X-Acto knife blade. This is a really nice tool right here. But I don't think you need to really have special tools in order to do this. It's nice, but you don't have to have it. All right, so we have kind of like monkey lips right now. And I'm going to go ahead and take the other end of this tool, which is curved, and I'm going to put it inside that split. I cut that fairly deep, and I'm just going to roll it back, make it curl its lip. I'm going to turn it and do the other way. You have this little indentation right here. So think about that when you roll the back of the rounded part up, and don't roll up into the center. Kind of turn it, come to the side. So it's going to make huge lips momentarily. Roll it back the other direction. So the bottom lip, I squish it too far and I just push it back. Okay, so now that's too much clay, so I'm going to carve a little bit off. And then with this tool or with some kind of a rounded like pencil or something, I'm going to continue to take it and roll it back. Roll it out and roll it down. My clay is too soft, so I'm going to switch tools. I'm going to go to this little tool. It's just kind of like a pencil but rubber. It has a soft tip. Start in the middle, roll it up like towards you, and then where you want it to be the edge of the lip, change and roll it back down, like away from the camera. Think about the lips, again, sticking out the most here and going back further here. You can make a little more indentation there. Start to see the chin a little bit better now. Again, I will add a little bit more there. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of do the similar thing up here. I'm going to cut off and remove some of that clay that I rolled out. I can also make that little indentation under the middle of the nose. Just kind of removing about the top quarter. Little round tool, right down in that crack here. Roll it up out of that valley. Push the edge down more so it goes deeper into the face. And then up at the peak, roll it back down. If you look at someone's face right here, you have the nose that obviously sticks out, it goes down, and then it kind of angles out like this, and then goes down again. Just keep playing with it. But it is important that it has like a direction change here. So this is coming up at an angle, and then it turns sharply right there and goes down at an angle. You can see it better from the side here. I'll put it where the dark is. See that sticking out? Okay, I kind of lost that little indentation in the middle. I'm just using the handle of my tool, right, to get that little dip there. All right, so the corner of the mouth is significantly further back than the front of the lips.